Hey, what is up everybody, Chuck here, and welcome to today's Pokemon Go video. Hopefully you guys all had a fantastic weekend, and I really hope you guys enjoyed that Heracross vlog that I made a couple days ago. In case you missed it, just look up here or somewhere in this area. There's a little eye. Click on it. That video will be right there in case you did miss it. But without further ado, let's get on to the top 10 rarest sightings of the week. Now, I told you guys last episode to send in your rarest cluster spawns, and boy, did you guys come through, because at number 10, we've got Hrithik. That's probably not how you say your name. Once again, I apologize. He ran into this incredible cluster spawn that features not only a Tangela, but also a Bulbasaur, Wartortle, Croconaw, and a Bayleef. That is 3 second stage evolution starter Pokemon, a mix of Generation 1 and Generation 2, in addition to a Tangela, especially all in one spot. I consider those to be pretty rare in this game, so Hrithik, appreciate you sending that in. On to number 9. Now this one's a cool one. It actually puts a smile on my face because I know right when you see it, there's going to be some of you who are like, holy shit! And then there's going to be some of you who are like, what? Check it out, from Tommy at number 9. Now take a real good look at this. Now I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to figure this one out because this is something that I've never witnessed in Pokemon Go. Obviously everybody can find that there's a Muck. There's a Muck right in the middle, sitting there, ready to catch, and that is rare in itself. But there's also a Grimer. Look closely. If you look behind that Muck, a little bit to the right, you can see that it's a little bigger than normal. That's because there was a Grimer inside of the Muck. That's why the color looks a little bit different. Tommy, that is dope. I don't know that I've ever seen a Grimer and a Muck on the same nearby list, let alone spawning inside of each other. So I appreciate you sending that one in. On to number 8. We're going to keep the cluster spawn theme rolling here at number 8 with a sighting from Nathan, who ran into 2 Qwilfish, which, by the way, even going to a water biome for an entire week and looking for Pokemon nonstop, I found 1 Qwilfish. They're pretty rare. There's also an Azumarill, and he's watching you, and a Feraligatr. Honestly, it's pretty dope to see that many lures in one spot. It kind of reminds me of when the game first came out. Oh, the memories. But I think people seem to forget that lures can spawn some pretty great Pokemon. So Nathan, appreciate you sending that one in. On to number 7. Coming in at number 7, we've got a sighting from Heber, or Eber, or Haber, or Aber. I honestly have no idea, but this is dope. He sent in this sighting of a Poliwrath, a Gligar, a Croconaw, a Donphan, and for whatever reason, Haber, Eber, Haber has not caught a Geodude. Now, I'm not going to ask any questions. That's pretty dope. Appreciate you sending that one in. You need to catch a Geodude. Now, on to number 6, and this next sighting features the rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And the fact that it's not even top 5, even with what you're about to witness, means that the top 5 is going to be insane. Sent in by Oz, that's a pretty cool name and a lot easier to pronounce. He ran into an Unknown and a Magcargo in the same building, ready to catch, and that's not all. If you look in the bottom right hand corner, you will notice that there is also a Dodrio and a Pineco. Pineco comes from 10k eggs. That's a rare Pokemon. You throw that with the Magcargo and an Unknown, the last Pokemon from Generation 2 that I'm gonna need to complete my Pokedex. Now I've got a whole bunch of evolution set up. All I need is 1 Unknown, so you better believe that the one day that I find one or see one pop up on a tracker, I'm making a vlog. Now on to the top 5, and things are going to continue to get a little bit crazier from here on out, so just hold on to your seats, you're gonna need to. Lewis sent this one in of a Gligar, a Wobbuffet, an Aerodactyl, and a Gyarados. Now I would have loved to see that Pokestop because it featured both the Aerodactyl and the Gyarados at the same one. And fun fact, the only Pokemon that I never saw in the wild from Generation 1 to this day is a Gyarados. So that would have been exciting for me. Appreciate you sending that one in. On to number 4. And speaking of really loaded Pokestops, we've got another one. Andrew sent in this badass sighting that features a Phanpy, a Rhydon, and a Dragonite all at one Pokestop. But of course, that's not all. There's also a Muck nearby, one of the rarest Pokemon from Generation 1. And just in case you guys didn't believe that this was legit, he sent in this screenshot of the Rhydon and the Dragonite at the same Pokestop, walking right on by, and the Muck nearby as well. Andrew, I want to say well done, but that would imply that there was some skill involved. You're a lucky mother. And speaking of lucky mother, we've got Logan. He sent in this screenshot of a Chikorita, a Squirtle, a Meganium, a Pineco, and a Dragonite. Very cool variety of water and grass Pokemon in that sighting. So Logan, I appreciate you sending that one in. Congratulations on hitting the top 3. But the top 2 were absolutely incredible. Now you're gonna see this next sighting and you're gonna think to yourself, Chuck, you're an idiot. This should be number 1. And then you're gonna see number 1 and you're gonna be like, sorry, Chuck, I take it back. You were right. But at number 2, we've got Benjamin, who ran into this incredible sighting, no Pokestops needed, a Houndoom, a Typhlosion, and an Ampharos, all in the wild. And the funny thing about this sighting, to give you guys a little bit of a hint, perhaps Benjamin wasn't as lucky as we might think he is. On to number 1. We are finally at number 1, and this sighting is without a doubt the fattest sighting of all time, the heaviest sighting of all time. This sighting needs to lose some goddamn weight. It needs Weight Watchers, it needs liposuction, it needs a whole lot of things. It definitely needs a treadmill, because at number 1 we've got Josh, who ran into 1, 2, 3 Snorlaxes all within 100 feet of each other, ready to catch. I'm gonna assume that this was during the Snorlax event in Japan. My only question is, I don't know how many Joshes currently live in Japan, but I'm sure there's at least one. Nonetheless, 3 Snorlaxes at one time on your screen. I don't think that will ever happen again. So Josh, congratulations. You are this week's luckiest Pokemon Go player. Thank you everybody for sending in your sightings on Twitter and Instagram. Remember, if you want to do so, all you have to do is go to the links in the description. My Twitter and Instagram are both there. Send me a picture on there. Super easy. You can be featured in the next one. I love you guys. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Also, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. If you're not new here, tell your pillows and your sheets and the lights on top of your head and your ceiling fans and your chairs and your other chairs and your microphones to subscribe to my channel. They might enjoy it. Let's see if we can get to 1 million in 5 minutes. Okay, that's really tough to do, but I think we can do it. We just need someone to make like 375,000 accounts. So you need to do that. I love you guys though. Take it easy. Peace.